In this video, we're going to be talking about 10 tips and tricks that you can use to make working from home or going to school even easier and more productive for you and your family. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I hope that you consider subscribing. It's totally free for you to do, and it means a lot to us. Today we're going to be talking about 10 tips and tricks that you can use to make working from home or going to school even easier on yourself and your family. If at any time during this video you think this content is helpful or useful, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. So I've been working from home about 2 weeks. Jess has been home about a week, and these are just some things that we've figured out that make it easier and way more productive for us as we work from home throughout this virus and even into the future. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first tip and trick is to clean your house or clean your workspace. So you're going to want to start with a clean slate. You're going to want to start with no mess, no clutter, anything that you have to worry about. Doing this will help you keep your mind at ease and realize that you can get to work and not have to worry about cleaning stuff. Imagine if you're sitting there looking around your house or looking around your workspace, your office, thinking about, man, I really need to clean that, I need to clean that, I need to clean that. Just having a clean environment will help you be productive in the future. So I would take a day, sit down or get to work, clean up, decide what you need to clean, what can wait maybe till the weekend, but make sure that your workspace is clean and tidy and everything is in order so that you don't have to think about that and you can just get right into being productive for your job. The second tip and trick that we have is to have some sort of workspace. Whether you're like me and you dabble in woodworking a little bit and you were able to find some scraps of wood that you had and build a makeshift desk, or you're working from your kitchen table, or you have a desk or you can get a desk. Any sort of workspace that you can have is going to be productive for you. So you want to get something that you can sit down at every single day, consistently sit at, and put your mind into the frame of, okay, it's time to work. You don't want to have to be moving around every day, figuring out where you're going to work today, because that kind of jumbles your mind, right? So for me, I come out, sit at my desk. I know, my mind knows, all right, it's time to be productive, it's time to work. There's no distractions around me, and I have everything that I need laid out and ready to go. The third tip or trick has to do with getting up in the morning. Number one, set an alarm. Okay, you're going to need to set an alarm. Now, you may think like, oh, I'm working from home, I don't have to get up. No, your body needs to stay in the same sort of routine that you had while you were working. So you're going to need to set an alarm. You're going to need to get up at a specific time. Now, it doesn't have to be the same time that you've been getting up, but you're going to want to set an alarm. You don't have to sit in traffic, right? You don't have to go clock in. You're not in any rush, but you do need to be at work at a certain time. So if you're supposed to be at work at 9 o'clock every day, maybe set an alarm for 8 o'clock. Whether you'd usually get up at 7, set that alarm for 8 o'clock, sleep in that extra hour, but get up, be productive, and set that alarm and keep your body in that consistent time frame of, okay, this is when we get up, then we go to work. Just establishing that consistency is really going to be key for helping you get and be productive in your job or at school. The fourth tip and trick is to get up and take a shower. You would be surprised how taking a shower can really start your day off correctly. So you don't want to get up and just be groggy and all that. You want to get up, be refreshed, take that shower, start your day off right. You don't have to necessarily put makeup on for the ladies unless you really wanted to. But just taking that shower can start your day off. It tells your body, hey, it's time to get up, it's time to be productive. We got stuff to do, we're moving right now. Your body wakes up immediately. Okay, so taking that shower is going to be a key point. That's something that the first couple of days I was like, I took a shower last night, I'm good, right? Just kind of felt groggy, didn't really get into it. Third day, took a shower, man, what a life changer that was. Super productive that day. It may have something to do with the shower, it may not, but it's my recommendation that you get up and take a shower. Number 5 is to get dressed. Get dressed into real clothes, right? You don't want to keep your PJs on all day. Get dressed into real clothes. Now, it doesn't have to be a suit and a tie like you would wear in a normal day, or a dress for the ladies, or a really nice blouse or whatever, something like that. For example, I've worn shorts for 2 weeks. I can't wear shorts to work, but it's something that I can comfortably wear around the house, and nobody's gonna see it. I do, however, recommend that you keep your upper body neat and tidy. For example, I wear shorts, but I also put on a collared shirt every day. Why? Number 1, it tells my body, hey, we're in business mode, we're working. Okay, we're trying to trick our mind here, right? You're taking your normal home where you relax, and it's a place where you can escape to, and you're making it your office. So you've got to play almost mind tricks on your body, to where the body has to realize, hey, it's time to go to work. So yes, I wear shorts, but I also put on a real shirt, and it just makes it kind of that much better, like I'm actually going to work or doing something. Like I said, doesn't have to be a full tilt, right? Suit and tie, dress, blouse, heels, pantyhose, whatever you normally wear to work. But kind of trick your mind into that, right? Put on real clothes. Don't sit around in your PJs all day. Put on real clothes and get ready to work. You're going to want to keep your upper body presentable anyway too, because what if somebody wants to have a video conference, right? Zoom meetings are going on like crazy. You should have bought stock in Zoom. But if somebody wants to do that video conference with you, then you got to scurry over to the room and put on a shirt or something like that. Just go ahead and start your day. Set an alarm, take a shower, get out of the shower, put on a real shirt. Number 6 is to make and eat breakfast, right? Whether you're a coffee drinker or not, you need to get up and make breakfast. Your body needs something to eat, right? To fuel itself. If you're going to be productive, right, don't overeat, but eat something that is going to be a good base for your body to start the day. All right, maybe that's eggs, maybe that's bacon, maybe it's a muffin, maybe it's a bagel. Who knows? That's going to be different for everybody. But your body needs something to fuel itself. Okay, so I would highly recommend you eating breakfast at some point, either before you shower, afterwards, after you got dressed, whatever it is. Before you start your day and sit down at your workspace to work, give your body a base that it can fuel itself for the rest of the day or until lunch. Number 7 is to set timed goals. So this is something that I really struggled with. I just kind of, got up and started working. But then I realized like setting a timed goal really keeps me on track. Now your goal needs to be measurable and it needs to be obtainable. So if you can't actually get to it, if you can't actually do it, or you can't measure it, it's not a good goal. So if you're sitting there saying like, I want to do this. Well, if you can't measure it, if you can't actually prove that you've either done it or haven't done it, it's not a good goal. Okay, so it needs to be measurable and obtainable. Now, setting this time goal will let you keep track of your progress, right? So it's really easy to get distracted. But if you have a timed goal, it may be able to keep you on track. For example, if you're in sales, I need to call 10 customers before lunch. If I can call 10 customers before lunch, I can go to lunch or eat lunch with a clear mind because I've done my work for the morning, right? And so the goal is gonna differ for everybody. Everybody's going to have a different goal. You may, need to do this or that or the other, but having that time goal will make sure that you reach it. Now, I would even go one step further and say, don't eat lunch until you get that goal. So if I'm sitting here saying, okay, I'm going to take a break at 11, and I'm going to eat lunch at 11. Okay, great. Unless I've done my work, I'm not going to lunch at 11. That made lunch be pushed back to 12. That's going to give me the motivation to keep going and keep working until I get that stuff done. Now, it may also keep me motivated to get distracted. It's really easy to get on a smartphone, right? Scroll social media. If I'm sitting there saying, hey, I've got to get this stuff done before I can eat, I'm not picking up that cell phone. Right, I'm setting it to the side. I'm staying focused. Even if I do, it's a quick reminder. Hey, I've got a timed goal that I need to get done with 10 calls before lunch. So if I'm trying to eat at 11, I need to get those calls done. After that, don't just settle like, oh, I've done my work for the day, I'm good. No, continue. Like keep that streak going, right? So you've got 10 calls done, it's 10 o'clock, whatever. Okay, maybe get 2 or 3 more. Set another timed goal. I've obtained this one. Let me then get to the next one. Setting time goals will keep you on track. Number 8 is to set daily goals. So the night before or even that day before you start, sit down and figure out what you want to do for the day, right? What is it that you need to get done? Is it that you need to, if you're a teacher, build a whole unit of lessons? Great, okay? Get that done on the day. So if you say, all right, I'm going to work from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and I'm going to take a break at 10, I'm going to take a break at noon for lunch, and I'm going to take a break at 2. That's great. Take your breaks, and we'll get to that in the next one. Okay? Take your breaks, do all of that, but make sure that you are reaching your daily goal. That way, when 4 p.m. comes or 3 p.m. comes around, you're saying, man, I've got a lot of work to do. You crank that out. Okay? Or 4 p.m. comes and you say, man, I'm not done. Can you get it done in an hour, 30 minutes? Can you extend your day? Right? Making those daily goals along with your time goals will just help you keep on track. We're trying to limit distractions, keep you on track, and make you productive. So that's what we're doing here. Those time goals are great for a short term, keeping you on track. Right? Let's expand that out into a daily goal and make sure that you know exactly what you need to get done per day that you're working. Number 9 is schedule breaks. Okay, you need to take a break. Sitting at a desk all day is not good for you. For me, I don't sit at my desk all day when I'm normally working at my real job. I'm up, I'm moving around, everything like that. It's really easy to fall into the trap of, hey, I've got a bunch of work to do, I'm just going to sit here and crank it out. You need to schedule a break so that your body can move, right? Sitting there, eating all day, eating a sandwich at lunch, eating breakfast, eating dinner, you're taking in a lot of calories. Your body needs to move, okay? Your mind needs to clear. Whether it's a 5-10 minute break, like I said, at 10, lunch at noon, and then another break at 2, or if you go every hour for 2 or 3 minutes, find something to do to keep your mind unbusy from work, right? You want to keep your mind fresh and motivated, right? If you just drown it in work and stuff like that, it's going to be really detrimental to your productivity. So get up from your workspace, go play with the dog, go play with your kids, go for a walk, get some fresh air, get in your car and drive around the block, right? Your staying home is, it's taxing on you. So get up and go see something different. Don't just stand there and look at the computer screen and, just dream about going somewhere, getting up and walking around. Take that 5-10 minute, 3 minute break, whatever it is that you've decided that you can afford based on your time goals and your daily goals, right? Whatever that break is that you can afford, take it and go do something other than work. Number 10 is to eat lunch. You need to eat lunch. But you need to eat lunch somewhere other than your workspace. So if you've made your workspace the dining room table or the kitchen table, you need to eat somewhere else. That may be eating at the counter, standing there eating at the counter. right? You may sit on the couch for a little while and take a lunch break. That's fine. But you need to separate your workspace from your dining space, right? Separate that all out. Now, your mind is going, your body's going. You ate breakfast earlier in the morning, okay? Now it's time to eat lunch. You need to eat lunch. You need to eat a decent lunch. Don't overeat. Don't get yourself in the position of, hey, I ate, an entire pan of lasagna for lunch. Now I need a nap because I'm so full. Eat something light. Eat something small. Maybe a sandwich. Some leftovers that you have. Something not too heavy. But give your body that extra base to keep going and power through the day. Right? You need to eat lunch, but don't eat it at your workspace. So now that we've talked about the 10 tips and tricks, let's talk about some do's and don'ts, right? Or really some don'ts, okay? We talked about the do's, let's talk about the don't do's. Number 1, don't stay in your pajamas all day. We talked about getting up, setting an alarm, taking a shower, and getting dressed, right? You may say, it's nothing. Do not sit in your pajamas all day. Whether you realize it or not, your body and your mind, if you're still in what you slept in, is realizing, hey, we're relaxing, we're hanging out, no big deal, no need to be productive today. Getting up and getting that shower and getting out of your pajamas can trick your mind into saying, okay, it's time to go to work. Now, obviously everybody wants to sit in their pajamas. They're super comfortable, right? They're nice. Don't do it. Get up, get dressed, get out of your pajamas. Number 2, don't do is make your workspace the couch. Okay, the last thing you need is to be sitting on the couch with the TV on, trying to be productive. Because you may be sitting there, you say, I can work with the TV on. I did it all the time. When I was in college, whatever. Now I'm able to work with the TV on. The TV is a distraction. We are trying to limit distractions and keep the productivity up. Right? If you want to keep your productivity up, you cannot sit there with the TV on. Number 1, it's super distracting. You may be sitting there working, cranking stuff out, and then all of a sudden you've watched 3 episodes of Tiger King with nothing done. Right? Everybody loves Tiger King. It's a great show. Do that after you've completed your daily goal of the day. Okay, work till 4, get your goal done, then go sit on the couch and watch Tiger King. Cook dinner, do whatever you need to do. But sitting on the couch, working on the couch, and doing everything that you would normally do on a couch, and then trying to make that a workspace is not going to work for you. It may work for a very limited few, but you will find if you have a desk or a table or something like that, that your mind knows, hey, this is my workspace. You'll be way more productive in getting your work done. The last don't do is to eat/snack all day. You do not need to snack all day. Last time I checked, it took 2 hands to type fairly quickly. Some of you may be like, well, I can do it with 1 hand. Well, that's great. Most of us use 2 hands to type quickly and productively. Most of our work is going to be done on a computer these days, especially from home. Right? There's not really any reports that you could be filling out and then scanning in. Most of that stuff is going to be electronic nowadays. So if you're sitting there snacking, right, you are limiting your productivity to 1 hand. Now, let alone from you limiting your productivity, you're also consuming a lot of calories. We already talked about how we're being docile and we're sitting down a whole bunch, and it's important to get those breaks in. But if you're eating more calories, right, your body is not burning that off as quickly as it normally would. You may say, well, I snack all day at work. Yeah. What else do you do? Well, I'm an instructor for Zumba. So I get up after work, I go be an instructor for Zumba, and I teach 2 classes and burn 1,400 calories. That's great. You're going to keep You're going to keep weight off. I don't think you're instructing Zumba right now, unless you're doing it from home, which is great. But since your life has changed and your routine has changed, you need to stop snacking all day. Right? Doing all that is going to make yourself sick. You're going to gain weight, and it's just not going to be good. Well, that's going to do it for us in the tips and tricks to working from home or going to school from home. Hopefully you found it some interesting content or something that you could take and use. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free for you to do, and it means a lot to us. Now go out there, well, I guess stay in there, stay at home, set up your workstation, set an alarm, take a shower, do all of that. Be productive. Be the most productive person in your area, at your school, at your job, whatever it is that you're doing from home. I wish you nothing but the best, and best of luck. Stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.